Hey everyone, this is Derek here, and welcome to Arcade Mode on Miramar. I'm on the Chinese version of the game today, 0.6.1, because that has Miramar in the map pool for Arcade Mode, and this is something we definitely need, and something we're hopefully going to get in the next update to the global version, which is coming in the middle of June. So we are playing Arcade Mode, Item Heaven, playing with 300 millisecond ping, so unfortunately it's not the best of games. However, it's still a fun one and an entertaining one. And this one's going to be taking place on Crater Fields, which is somewhere most people probably aren't familiar with. So I made a video on West Crater Fields as a drop location, and I'll make one on East Crater Fields eventually too, because it's important to know this area because it does show up on Arcade Mode fairly often. It's going to drop at the large warehouses initially, but then I figured it's probably going to be a little bit too hot there, and because this is an Item Heaven game, I figured that even the small shack should have some decent weapons in it because the loot spawn is so increased. We got some bandages, we've got a Groza and a Win94 right away. We also have a UMP9. I am unfortunately going to accidentally drop the Groza because I hear somebody outside looting up that other little shack, hoping he doesn't have a gun. I'm going to have to take him out. And fortunately, all he has is a sickle, so I'm able to get him with the UMP. And now I'm able to go back in here and get that Groza because that will serve me well, I'm sure. So pretty cool. It is crate-only items that you can find anywhere. That is the fun of Item Heaven. So now we've got a Groza. Don't have too much ammo for it. Going to go ahead and pick up that 7.62 and an extended magazine for it. So that is a pretty deadly combination. But now I'm in a little bit of a bind because we're playing Crater Fields. I'm in West Crater Fields, and it is so exposed and so open here. So I need more equipment. I don't have any armor at this point. I don't have a backpack at this point either. So I'm going to go ahead and try to loot this guy, see what we've got. Just going to see if there's anything else in there that he didn't pick up. It looks like a smoke grenade, so I'll go ahead and grab that. Check what he's got. Backpack level 2. Okay, that's pretty good, but we definitely need some armor, otherwise we're as good as dead. So even though the zone's going to be closing in, I'm pretty sure no one dropped at this far warehouse. I figure there are probably people down there, but it looked like a lot of people actually dropped in East Crater Fields, which is kind of over the mountain range to my east right now. So I know that I'm not in the circle, and I'm going to have to do this pretty quick. But I think it's still worth it because if no one has been here, there should be some pretty decent loot in an Item Heaven match in this warehouse. So we're coming up on it now. We'll see what we can find. We've got a Groza and a UMP. That's pretty good. Gonna have to do this quick though because we are running out of time. The circle's already closing in. So I got some boost items. That's good. Got some, looks like a extended magazine, level 2 helmet. There we go. So we've got some armor now. We need body armor, but we've got helmet at least. That's half the equation. There's a Scar, so we've got some 5.56, so I think I'll swap out the UMP for that. Got a grip, some more 7.62, and another Groza actually, so I don't really know if I need any more rounds than that though, and I'm running out of time, so I'm going to have to, I'm thinking maybe if I boost that way I can heal some of that damage as I'm running into the zone. So there's a mini, there's some more 5.56, so it's going to get rid of some stuff here. I probably should have done this after I got into the next zone, but it's actually not doing as much damage as I thought, so I guess I should probably be fine. Here's some suppressed shots coming off to my left and straight ahead right now. I see somebody out there, way out there, but I think I have a red dot at this point. So that's not very useful for long engagements. I still don't have any body armor, so going to have to swap that and then swap that. So I've got the Groza in my primary position. Going down, I'm starting to chunk faster now that the zone closed in, and I am as good as dead unless I can find cover. So I think I'm going to end up back at the house I started at. That way I can just heal up and hopefully not die. So we're down to 8 people already, so this game went very fast. I think that's on account of many people landing in East Crater Fields. So East Crater, again, is over that mountain, and I'm pretty sure a good number of people went there instead, and that's why that happened. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some, just use a first aid kit, use another soda. There's a flash hider for the Scar. Here's somebody out there. They're pretty far away. And without any body armor, and I know I'm playing this passively, but without any armor and without any scopes, it's pretty difficult to engage people at a distance because, you know, this is item heaven. They're going to be having augs and, you know, potentially any other crate only weapons too. So I think I'll go ahead and fully boost up. That way I will heal faster, and I'll also be able to move faster. That way when we're moving into the next zone, that should be a little smoother. There's a guy running towards me. I don't think he sees me yet. He's running away from me now. He's actually running with the zone, so I'm going to see if I can take a couple shots with the Groza with the red dot. I'm in single fire mode. Hopefully get a little bit more recoil control. Probably still trying to figure out where I am. There we go. So, you know, it's pretty far for a red dot, but it worked. Just trying to get my bearings. I hear some other shots like straight ahead. I think they're on the other side of that mountain, but I have to be careful. Like I said, just without having any armor, you're as good as dead if somebody gets a couple good shots in on you. So I'm gonna wait and see where the zone is closing now. I'm gonna have to move up a little bit. I think I can move up to that tree. There's only 3 other people. And what's nice about the Chinese version of the game in arcade mode is it seems like there aren't many bots, if any. So these are almost all real people, which is refreshing because, you know, you only have 28 people. So it makes it more of a match when you actually have real guys and girls that you're trying to fight versus bots that really don't do much. So I probably should have looted that guy for his armor, but I'm worried about the next zone because if you end up outside the zone at this point, here goes a guy shooting at me, so I'm gonna have to duck behind this terrain so I don't get killed. I see him up there, so I'm gonna take a couple shots, but with the Groza, 2 good shots in on him, so now he has to duck behind cover and heal. He threw a grenade at me, that's why he wasn't shooting. That's why, you know, he could see me, but he wasn't shooting. So should have grabbed that loot crate real quick just to check if he had any armor. That's a mistake, but I noticed that the next zone is up here, and I'm not sure if I can climb up this mountain, so I'm going to try to work my way around it and try to get into the next zone. There's another grenade. So no one else has died. There's still 3 other people left, so I'm going to try and work my way up here if I can. And now I'm kind of stuck, so I hear somebody else around me. I don't know where he is, though, so... Uh-oh, falling down a little bit. That was good. I didn't take any damage there. But, oh, there's somebody shooting at me. Where is he? He's got to be off to my left. The zone's still closing in, so I'm going to have to do something. Oh, there he is. Okay, well, that was a fail. He just potato aimed that. So, perfect. We're good. We survived the zone. Now we're down to 2 other people. Going to go ahead and use a bandage or 2 quick. Just because I feel pretty safe up here. I'm not sure. I mean, somebody could be on the top shooting down at me, but I'm pretty high up at this point. And I don't think anyone can get around me to my right because the zone does too much damage now. So there's some damage level to armor, but it's better than nothing, definitely. And he has an M249 and an AUG. So I'm going to swap to the AUG just because that's a pretty sweet weapon in this game. It has a little bit less recoil than the Groza. However, the Groza does do more damage. So I'm going to try to sneak around this. And alright, so the air guy died. Now I'm down to 1 other person. If he's above me, I'm kind of dead because I can't get up there. It's too steep. And if I move too much this way, I'm going to fall down the mountain and lose any sort of tactical advantage I have shooting down at him. So I'm almost in the next zone, so I think I'm just going to play it safe. I have a red dot on the Groza. I have it in automatic now. I probably should have the AUG in auto instead. However, the Groza does do more damage, so it's kind of this or that. That was a lot of damage. That's what I was worried about, falling down the mountain. So I have a first aid kit, fortunately, so I think I'll use that now and then try to line up for that last guy. So he's got to be somewhere around here. If he's above me, like I said, I'm dead. It's just a positioning error. But if he's down there, I have a good chance because I can get the jump on him, and he has to shoot up at me. So I'm trying to listen for him. I don't hear anything yet, but he should show. There he is. Okay, so let's see if I can. Unfortunately, I'm shooting a little bit behind him. So he sees me up there, so I'm going to have to go for it and just jump down and just start spraying. So it worked. The Groza with the extended magazine gets the win. And this is why arcade mode on Miramar is so much more fun than, in my opinion, it's more fun, mostly because it's different. But the topography of Miramar is so different than Urangel. You know, there's so much less cover, there's a lot more hills and mountains and things that you can duck behind, and it's just a fun experience. I'm definitely very excited. It's one of the things I'm most excited about. I know first person is coming in the next update, and a ton of you guys are excited about that, and I'll definitely be playing that. However, I'm almost more excited about the ability to play arcade mode on Miramar, because it's just such an interesting map, and it plays very slow for classic, in my opinion. It plays too slow, but on arcade mode, because the zone is so much smaller, it's just a faster game and a much more fun game. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, definitely give it a thumbs up to help the channel grow, and consider subscribing if you haven't already for tons more PUBG Mobile content. My name's Derek G, and I hope to see you on the battlefield soon, or in the Discord, which I'll also leave a link to down below.